Yeah.
I got it.
Let me get one of them slow motion pictures, bro.
You got to shoot at 60 frames per second.
Come on,
Over here, hit remove. And then you go here. And I go back to the. Go.
So we getting it in. This Officer 5,000 Tazad filling in for Captain Schwar. Y'all he'll be in here a little bit. Listen, what's going on, man? What's going on out there in Israel? What's going on in the world? I Isupk brothers and sisters across the nation, putting this work for the Most High. We never sleep. We always on the job. You can guarantee us to get it done. You know, we proven ourselves to be the home of the truth. You understand? There ain't no secret. There ain't no, something we got to debate. It's without a doubt we've been holding it down for the longest time now. You know what I'm saying? Since 1969. Commander Gene Hunter has definitely held this truth down and held it with much integrity. And now here we are today building up zones all around the country, all around the world, you understand? And so this is what y'all need to understand. If you not in this body, you not authorized to do this work, man. And you liable to get yourself hurt out there. You understand? Like in times past, when the prophets went out to prophesy against kingdoms and against nations, they faced dire consequences for that. Brothers came up dead. Brothers lost wives, children. This wasn't this wasn't no light work. And so brothers coming into this truth now, you got to understand that you got to be authorized to do. You can't just pick up the Bible because you see us out there on the streets and then run out there and try to convince the world that, somehow, some way that there's multiple versions of the truth. One, you dishonoring Christ and you dishonoring this truth and what these men have established since 1969. You understand? I heard cats. That was what you thought. I heard cats out there saying, you got some brothers, they go hard, but we're a little softer. That's how he said it too. He said, we're a little softer. What was he? You gotta break it down to me. I ain't never told a man I was a little bit softer.
Right.
You feel me? And nothing.
Right.
Not even talking about having sex with a woman. I never described it as a soft thing. You know what I'm saying? So what's that about? Like, what's that in Israel? Well, they like, is we going that hard? Go ahead.
I mean, that's a great question because even if I may,
Oh, there you go.
yeah, if I could, we must be going too hard because even Mr. Hard in the Paint himself, Walker said,
yeah, Mr. Gun Sound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Said we gotta come soft.
Yeah, we too militant. What is too militant? I thought, you know what I'm saying? Like, remember back in the day when we used to wear the soldier Reeves, the soldier Reeboks? That whole vibe back in the 90s, early 2000s, that was when we were supposed to be soldiered up.
Right.
What happened to that vibe? Now that it turned into, we must be going so hard that other cats had seen it and they was like, we need a softer version of this truth. Like they must think like we really must be slaying demons out there because they thinking it's a war zone and we just kill it. You would think we was out here doing all the mass shooting. You know what I'm saying? You would think we was out here incarcerating brothers, putting 60 bullets in a brother's back, 90 bullets in a brother's back. We just out here speaking on what we see with our very two eyes and what we know to be true in the spirit. Give me that in the scriptures, the spirit, the sword cut like a two-edged sword. You understand? This is new to me. This is new territory. You know what I'm saying? I never known men to talk like that or behave themselves in that manner or be in a situation where they get bombarded by a bunch of old elderly women and get beat down on, just treated any type of way. You know what I'm saying? I worry about my brothers in the world because the question has become, where has the strength gone? You know what I'm saying? Where has the strength gone in Israel? Are we still in the fight? Is there still good soldiers out there? You understand? Because if there's one brother, if what I fear the most is that when I heard that statement that we just go a little softer. What made me fear the most is that there's brothers out there that resonates with them. You understand? Like they hear that and they be like, yeah, you know what? I have been feeling it in the spirit. Like the Israelite thing, it's right, but they are too hard. I myself, I feel like a soft, chewy cookie dough. And you know what I'm saying? Maybe I should get up with some other soft, chewy cookie doughs, and we should just be a batch of soft, chewy cookies. You know what I'm saying? Something sweet for the streets. I think when he said that was cold, but he was offering up that booty. I'm from Atlanta. I don't put it past none. They don't want it. I think he knows that it go on the internet. He know that when you film it and put it up there, what you doing. Right. He was letting it be known that the new wave of Israelite community, if there is one, is open for the LGBTQ. That's what all that purple about.
They are, sir. Those, if I could,
yeah.
Those purple cats, they made a stance on the behalf of LGBT.
What they say?
I don't have the exact quote, but they held the class.
Well, we probably don't even want to, you know what I'm saying? Put that out there. But I ain't listen, bro, I'm right with you. Because the way things going now, I see it. I ain't gonna tell you, I'll tell you a personal story. When I was hearing about the truth, I was downtown Atlanta and I seen the purple cats. And I was talking to one of them cats, man. And I promise you not, I seen a little twinkle in his eye. When I seen that, I said, I know that twinkle. Don't no man eye twinkle. Right. It's something about that gay spirit. When it's on you, what it say? It hide it not. That brother had a twinkle in his eye. The whole up front appearance was already, purple. But if you get past that and you just look at the fact that take them on face value, that they out there crying aloud and wearing the beard, you want to be like, okay, you want to be the boots and you got to try to block out the purple, but you know what I'm saying, you on face value, you gonna say, okay, they might be a little strong, right? But then you get up on them close, and the niggas got the twinkle in their eye, man. Long story short, I went right back to the street selling dope. I knew it wasn't no hope in the world till I seen UPK on the corner. Then I said, oh, I can get down with something like this. You got that scripture? Go ahead.
Yeah. The book of Hebrews, chapter 4, verse 12. For the word of God is quick and powerful.
Right.
and sharper than any two-edged sword.
Sharper than any two-edged sword. I mean, any two-edged sword. That means your sharpest sword. It's better than that. That's what we walking around with. That's what we've been blessed with. We've been blessed with the words of the Most High. We ain't got but two gifts in this world of black man. That's one, the rod of correction. That's for the black woman. And then two, the words of the Most High. Well, no, number one, the words of the Most High. And then two, the rod of correction. You understand? That's about our only gifts out here in these streets. And with this word, we cut fools up, man. I mean, we cutting them up so bad out. These niggas is out here campaigning for a gay Israelite community.
Right.
I ain't gonna be surprised if these niggas start wearing garments with the holes open in the back, nigga.
Open back.
An open back garment.
Wow.
Or the you know how it go down to about your ankles or your thighs. It be right at the waist. Them niggas goddamn, they letting it be known. We stand with the LGBT. That lets you know how powerful them homos is, man. This how you know this Sodom and Gomorrah. Even the Israelites is gonna fall in. We get into that. That brother said, we soft it. We soft it. We soft it. You know them niggas didn't go for no meat that night, boy. They couldn't have. You just automatically emasculated yourself. You could not go. You know we champion after we roll on the streets. It's time to go devour some meat. It's like you might as that seemed like the right thing to do. Like after you done just burst out of testosterone, just damn near caused the riot, caused the insurrection in the streets of the ghetto of the white man's America. You the oppressor's America. Now it's time to go and get up on some meat. I mean, get right in her face, get real aggressive with her, put up against the wall, don't let her go. No, keep it right there. You gonna hear what I gotta say. You can't do that when you say, listen, we just a little bit sweeter. Matter of fact, brother, come closer. Come closer. Let me demonstrate with just what I mean. And the old man, he was sitting up there looking like, because he's still from that old school era. Well, he was kind of like trying to be like, yeah, because he Christian. But even then, you can see in his face, he was like, that was too weak, my brother.
Sir, that's exactly what I'm going to say.
Well, that's just 2 weeks. Shit, no, man, I've never heard that.
He was like, he was ready to walk off. They was not letting him. He was holding him and like, all right, man, it's time for me to go. That's like that sauce to him. He too strong for that.
The only time it's acceptable for a man to say, we just real soft, and nigga got to put on lip gloss right after that. Yeah, when you say something like that, you just got to go ahead and pull out your cherry bomb with the glow to it. The lip, the one out of the lip gloss is popping video. You got to use that one. The one that got the extra glow and shine to it. And when you say we just a little softer, then you go, you put it right there on your lips, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And pucker it up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time a man can ever get away with saying we just a little bit soft. I mean, I just can't imagine a world where that's okay. It's not okay, black man.
Right.
It's not okay. That's not how men talk. That's not how men talk. Keep reading.
The book of Hebrews chapter 4 verse 12. For the word of God is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword.
Right.
Piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit.
Right. It get right down to the meat and bones of soul and spirit, man. Because when you hear the truth about Deuteronomy 28:68, you be like, without a question, oh, that's us. Matter of fact, when you bring it out to people, they rarely ever dispute that. They be like, oh, yeah. Because it was meant to be such a catastrophic event in the world for us to know, for it to be a wonder, for us to know, without a doubt. That's why they say they kill me with the Bible's not factual. You just don't believe.
Right.
I mean, how can you deny that? How can you deny the curses? It cuts straight to the bone. How can you deny the spirit of homosexuality in America being Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, and modern day Sodom and Gomorrah? How can you deny and look at and seeing what you see on the television? I mean, women out here marching and cheering to murder their babies out.
Right.
For no other reason than to just get some raw rod up in them. They just like it raw. They can't help it. They don't want to use rubbers.
Right.
They love strange, raw, D-I-C-K, for lack of better, you know what I'm saying? They love it. Even if it means I gotta murder this baby when I'm done. They got so many contraceptives. Why don't they use any of those? It's like a. That's how you know it's a demon. It's like a ritual of when they were sacrificing the kids to Molech. It's like a ritual. They fixated on it. It's like a chanting. You chanting and you cheering and you cheering and you chanting and you fighting for the woman's rights and you holding up your fists and you feeling like you're part of this. You making a change in this earth, and so to be part of that momentum, that way, that demonic possession, you got to offer up your baby. You understand? That's why it's dangerous. And when we bring out this word, we just chop it right on to the core. You're a whore. That's all it is. Your power that you ultimately are grasping at is the power that the oppressor has given you to be an abomination in the Lord's eyes. A filthy, wicked thing. Same way with effeminate men. I'm about ready to walk around with a machete now. I want people to know. I just want to just be that little bold and belligerent with it. You know what I'm saying? Just walk around with a big machete. You understand? And a Glock on my hip. And all my camo. Just nothing but camo. Nothing but army fatigue. That might be my new gear. Straight army fatigue.
I love it.
You understand? Oh yeah, the brother, he you want to plug your shirts?
You can't feel where.
That brother be hooking us up with the righteous garments, you know what I'm saying? Not no soft.
Yeah, right. It's not crazy.
I imagine them brothers couldn't ever come up in here because they couldn't even wear the shirts.
Yeah, nah.
They couldn't walk around with the white man as the devil. That's too militant.
Right.
Hey, they can't walk around with Christ as black. That's too militant. They'll be out there. Well, he was olive color. What you had to say?
Like imagine never being allowed to wear anything but purple, or red and white, or white. You know what I'm saying? You cannot wear anything but this color.
Man, them niggas got to be oppressed. They oppressed. They just don't want to be left out of the loop.
Right.
But you know, the niggas go home and look at that purple and they see us. And then they look at that purple. And then they look back at us on TV, on YouTube.
Right.
And they look back at that purple. And they put on that lip gloss, nigga. Not my Jesus.
All right.
Not my Jesus.
Not my sexy Jesus.
Not my sexy Jesus.
Oh.
They look at that picture of Jesus on the wall with the oil on his chest, and they say, not my Jesus.
Oh, man.
And they turn off that UBK. They say, I rebuke thee in the name. They turn off that UBK, boy. They wife throw them out the room. They say, why you playing that? I'm just making sure we cast out the demons. Meanwhile, she up there with every bit of vibrator trying to get off to that masculinity because she damn sure ain't getting it from him. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas wearing the same lip gloss. Closet full of purple.
That's crazy.
Might as well open up a purple store. Just, you know what I'm saying? Let us know you in the. Let us know it's real. Let us know y'all for real taking over the Israelite community. Open up a purple store. All you sell is purple. Purple drawers, purple socks. We're gonna be like, them niggas taking over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll give you a profit. Okay.
They got a grocery store where all they sell is grapes and blackberries, eggplants. You got a surplus of eggplants.
Bananas. Everything penis shaped. Nothing rectangular, nothing square, niggas, everything.
See, I got milk. No, that comes in a rectangle.
Yeah, we ain't got no milk, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no milk. You gotta drink it out that fountain over there, nigga.
Elongated fountain.
Yeah, suck on this straw. The milk, suck on this straw. Man. For y'all brothers out there that think you in the truth, it ain't too late. It ain't too late. The trumpet has not been sound just yet. You understand? But I advise you to come up out of that. We're just trying to be brothers.
Right.
We're just trying to be brothers, man. When you see when back in the day when the black community made it hard for homosexuals to. Can I say homosexual?
Yeah, I think that's what the term is.
When the black community made it hard for homosexuals to walk the streets, it was out of brotherhood in a sense, man. When your boys would not let you be weak, that was out of almost like brotherhood. Like, what you crying over that hoe for, man? That hoe, man. What you trying to love that hoe? They used to check you for that, man. What you over there walking around whoop, wearing all that pink?
Yeah.
What you doing wearing all that pink and purple?
Yeah.
Used to get checked for stuff like that, man. Go ahead.
We did. Like, I noticed that it started like back then, like not too long ago, when they started saying it takes a man to wear pink, it takes a man to wear purple.
Oh yeah, what Dip said. They used Cameron for that, man.
Mm-hmm. Take a man.
Then he had a pink album.
He had a pink album. He had a pink everything. Pink car, pink clothes.
He ain't did nothing that Prince ain't start. Prince, remember Purple Rain? Purple Rain. Remember?
You seen Prince. You see his logo. His logo is the male and female symbol together.
Yeah. Androgynous is what they call it.
That's crazy.
You understand? They've been trying to slowly spoon feed us that homosexuality. You understand? And now it been crept up into the Israelite community, boy. It's a sad thing. Especially with the Israelite community. I don't even acknowledge them as the Israelite. I mean, I don't even acknowledge the existence of an Israelite community outside of the Isupk.
That's right.
You understand? Like, really, that's just, it's, you know what I'm saying? They're not woke in any sense. You understand? How can I give them even that? How can I even give them they know the scriptures or they celebrate? I can't even give them that because all of it is just a facade, right? Like, I want to be like, yeah, we building. And, you know, people getting this truth and it's spreading. Not in the so-called Israelite community. And granted, a lot of it is I just experienced through Facebook, but you see a lot through that Facebook, man. They posting videos, they posting YouTube links, they putting it out there how they get down. And it's all mockery. Cats all in the strip club. You understand? Like it's unfortunate, but that's the way it is. And then they have the nerve. This is what makes me, say envy not thou oppressor.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what makes me even more 38, right? In Esau's world, they praise their warriors.
Right.
They praise their fighters.
Right.
Those that not just, I signed up for the army and I say I'm in the army.
Right.
But those that are born with the natural, keen instinct to fight and defend.
Right.
Every nation loves warriors.
Right.
That's why Mike Tyson is the most revered and most respected celebrity boxer around the world. Because that level of aggression and anger and warrior mentality is loved and respected across nations. It crosses over into other cultures. It's so deep in our essence of being human beings.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? It's something that no matter what, we can all empathize with. We love a man that will stand and fight no matter what. But for some reason, in the black community, when they see us out there doing what we do, look at how we look. And I know it look good. I know that's what they hate the most. They gotta be like, damn, that look good. That Power Ranger shit, I wish I was man enough to do some shit like that. Hand me that purple shit. They be looking like they be mad as hell, boy. Like, ooh, that nigga got the studs on it too. Shit, man, why we can't wear nothing like that, man? Shit, man. You done ironing up that goddamn purple blouse?
Right.
I gotta go to camp, man. Shit. Nigga crying inside, dying inside, man. He wanna let his nuts hang just one time before you leave the earth.
Right.
He tired of looking at his son and really not feeling what he's talking about. You gotta be a man.
Wow. Damn.
Meanwhile, he ain't no man.
Right.
He tired of looking at that little boy and knowing he a liar. Knowing he just raising another coward. You know why I fear for my little sons? Because I know they're gonna be just like me. I'm like, damn, them niggas gonna be some cold killers. I'm afraid for the other kids. Go ahead.
Good, sir. Like what you said, so heavy, so true, right? Well, I think you cutting out. But like yesterday we had camp, right? No, Saturday we had camp out of Palm Beach. And we go to Shamar, and we basically broke down camp and we about ready to clear out. So we all, how we do it.
Right.
And we all together, and some cats is walking by, some Edomites, they walk by, and I guess they caught themselves trying to walk through the camp.
Right.
And so, brothers closed in on them and stood there. Like, they ain't say nothing, they ain't do nothing, just stood there.
Right.
And Edomite looked at them, looked them in their face. And you could tell at first he wanted to be like, I'm just walking through. But then when he looked up and looked into them glasses and them cold ass shades that we were wearing,
Right.
he was like, oh shit, you guys are intimidating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He couldn't do nothing, just started crap by trying to joke about it to make himself feel more comfortable.
Yeah. The life of a warrior, man. I mean, what they'll write about it. We live it. They'll talk about it. They'll laugh. They'll scold. They'll scoff. But it's a real life. It's a real lifestyle. And you should pay honors to those men, man, that we out there doing what we doing in the black community.
Right.
Especially you black women. You're
Right.
hard-headed, simple. Ooh, you stupid. black women. You out there cheering on the homosexuals. Cheering on the man that when it's war, he gonna turn his back and leave you. Meanwhile, the brother that'll stand and give his life for you, you look at him as like he ain't worth breathing. He shouldn't. He don't deserve the air to breathe on this earth. He don't deserve to breathe the oppressor's air. That's how you look at him. You understand? And that's what's cold. Because, you know, not that we do this for accolades, because listen, this warrior lifestyle is a very non-rewarding lifestyle in the sense that, you know, a lot of things you do it selflessly. You do selflessly, like you do it without thinking of the reward. You do it because it's just in you to do. It's just in us to click up with other brothers that's like-minded like us and go to war.
Right.
To raise up the dead, to shake and stir up this kingdom. We was born to do this. We was chosen in the womb. It ain't nothing that we come out here like Creflo, everything he do is about trying to be seen and get accolades. Everything, even with that whole, I lied about the times. That was underlying something up with that. You know what I'm saying? That was not, it's gonna come out what his true intentions was by saying that. We watching how it's stirring things up right now. But he ain't coming to repent. He ain't coming to repent because I guarantee you he hopped on his jet right after that. You know what I'm saying? And flew to wherever he had to fly to. Go ahead.
He returned to them ties.
And he ain't gonna get not a dime back.
Wow.
He ain't gonna hold not one fish fry in the hood, not free car wash, nothing.
Wow.
You understand? He ain't finna put no babies through school, college. He ain't finna buy a notebook for the start of school coming up in August.
Wow.
He ain't finna do none of that. He finna goddamn stack up more paper. He ain't coming to repent. He ain't coming to goddamn really make amends for the lies that they've been pushing.
Right.
It's more so just more gimmick, more game that us soldiers are once again hip to. And once again, we're going to go out there and we're going to speak against it. And we're going to shame them. And we're going to tear them down. And stupid, silly black women going to defend that fool and hate us. You black women should be ashamed of yourselves. If you a black woman and you see the UBK and you think less of us on them streets, you should be ashamed of yourself, and the Lord gonna deal with you too. The Lord gonna deal with you. I'll give y'all a story. Y'all remember ISIS, right?
Right.
Well, ISIS, we all know, is fighting the tyranny and oppression of the oppressor overseas in the Middle East.
Right.
And Muslim women from around the world seen that they were fighting the good fight in the name of Allah, in the name of everything they believe. And when Muslim women from around the world left from where they was at, I'm talking about Canada, Australia, America, everywhere Muslim women was at, and they went to the Middle East to give themselves over to the men and be their wives. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Remember I was telling you earlier, I said every black man deserves 3 to 5 wives.
Wow.
Because here's the real truth about you black women. One ain't good. Y'all ain't good enough individually. I'm gonna say it. One ain't good enough individually. At least I ain't met one.
Right.
Y'all need to get together by the twos and fours. Listen, girls, put it in. We may not be able to get them separately, but we can get them together.
Right.
So and so, you gonna cook. I'm gonna hold down the dishes. You gonna hold down the kids. You gonna work. We gonna all bring our money together, and we're gonna make sure he's straight, and maybe he'll take us. Because one ain't good enough, Doc. One, I'll tell you, black women, straight up, I don't care what all your PhDs, all you $80,000 a year, or I live in Buckhead, I live in the city, I'm this bad thing. No, you ain't good enough. That's the real truth. You by yourself, if you sit in a room and record yourself, and then play it back to yourself alone, see if you don't walk out on you. Even you will walk out on you. Listening to your mouth. You don't deserve the man that you think you deserve. You deserve that loneliness. Unless you willing to get together with all your other homegirls. You know what black women don't never do? I'm gonna let you ask your question. But this is what black women don't never. You've never seen black women come into the relationship with other women to offer their man. It's always some other niggas' kids.
Wow.
You'll come with some other niggas' kids like, hey.
Wow.
I mean, I ain't really looking for a father figure, but you know what I'm saying? But you'll never come with, ooh, this bad one and this bad one. And together, y'all like Charlie James, like, look, we here for you. They ain't never did that. That let me know that all that PhD shit don't really mean you really ain't smart at all. You really don't know men. You really should just shut the hell up. Do what you told. Go ahead.
I was going to add, if I may.
Go ahead.
Saying, like, they tried to get it right one time, and it was like, well, yeah, we come as a package. But then that turned into some homosexuality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They almost had it right.
Yeah.
They got lustful.
Yeah, they got lustful with it, which is natural. They don't have no direction. They need correction at all steps and turns. But what I'm saying is, stop showing up with them other niggas' kids.
Right.
And I ain't saying that, you know, let me backtrack that a little bit. There's some repentant sisters out there that if you prove yourself worthy, you can get a man that'll take care of you and them kids. But don't be that broad all high and mighty in the mind and think that you were the catch.
Right.
Like you not the catch. Let me tell you what's really going on with you and them kids. In the back of that nigga's mind, he like, damn. Why? You wasn't the preferred bitch. You was the come on, bring them little nappy in, little niggas. I'll feed them niggas. Sit your stupid ass down right here, boy. You ain't even my son, bro.
Right.
That's what that nigga thinking in his head. He ain't seeing it. He ain't seeing that boy and loving that boy and treasuring that boy. He got to grow on.
Right.
That's a stranger in my house.
Right.
That nigga got to grow on me. I'm looking at that nigga like, Trey, watching everything he do. You watch him all across the house, nigga. Watch him. I know that nigga ain't got me in him. He might grow up and be like his daddy.
Right.
Watch him. And then over time, he grow on you.
Right.
And then you be like, all right, yeah, I'm with her. And yeah, that's her son. You don't call him your son. They'll be like, you know, yeah, that's her son right there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We cool, dab it up. But your boy, your seed, that's your love, your inheritance. That's your legacy. That's what it is. You can't change that mindset. So what I'm saying is, black woman, stop thinking you the prize. If anything, exhaust all all possibilities. Go find them niggas that you got them kids by. Go pick one. The last one. Let's say the last one. And try to get back with him. Don't show up to my door with the other niggas' kids. Please. I'll probably shoot myself in the foot. There's probably some real good sisters out there, you know what I'm saying, that got outstanding children. Real upstanding scholar, all A's. You know, and that's cool. Anybody hating on that? Shoot, he might, come up big. You might come up. It might be worth the struggle of looking at that stranger in your house, nigga, eating your food. Look at this nigga enjoying them little cereals. While you know the daddy's somewhere living it up. He living off your dime. And then when he come around, you can't even dime his son. So he just come around like, appreciate you, bro. He don't never throw no punny. He don't never dap you up with an extra 20, a little 100, a little 200. Hey, man, appreciate you. Hold shit tight. I know you get him. Here's something for the shoes. Here's something for the, you coming out your pocket. You know? He don't give a damn. He showing like,
it's like he hits you with man because you bro. I ain't have to pay no child support.
Oh, yeah. You. Oh man, come on, man. You over here fighting for this nigga to be on child support.
Right.
Now he over there. I just came from Brazil. Man. He got him something young and fresh from Brazil. No kids. And here you are playing stepdad. And Eve won't even appreciate that a lot of times. She'll mess up that situation and go and do what? You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's all wickedness. This place is just upside down, man. It's upside down. It all ties in with weak, effeminate men. Because them same women, let's say, because you women, you come into the relationship with these other kids. Let me tell you something. You didn't do it on your own merit, bro. You hit the lotto. Especially if you get a good man that go ahead and take care of them little problems. So if you find you a good man to take care of your problems, you hit the lotto first off. And then to look at him as anything less than a lottery prize, you got some nerve. Because if you was because the other alternate thing is you raise that little boy by yourself, and by 12 he gonna be showing the most. No, by 6 he gonna be showing the most effeminate qualities. You notice that when them women get them little boys be feminine. I be watching them, man. They be like their mom because that's what they see. That's what they see. You know what I'm saying? But when he got his daddy, he know to tighten that up. It's like when my kid, I be gone on the road. And when I get in home, they know that playtime up. They start getting serious. They get okay. Yeah. All right. But I let them breathe. Shit. They my seed. I'm merciful. Am I not merciful? Fuck yeah, bro. Boy, I tell you what. They don't appreciate nothing, man. What you bring to the table? The fact that there's a man in your house, there's other men seeing that and thinking twice about robbing, thinking twice about running up in there and taking the booty. Don't think his niggas ain't out there like that. Don't think it ain't niggas out there that ain't thinking twice. Now they gotta think twice about getting to that little 14-year-old girl that you got standing on the porch here and there and then. She out there trying to show the world, yeah, my thighs done grew a little bit, y'all. She trying to show the world what's going on. And them niggas driving by every day with that paper. They can get off that porch. With a silly ass woman running the show, they can get that little girl off the porch. because the mama gonna go too if the price right.
Right.
But when he see that man, he like, he got to keep driving.
Shit down, sir.
And he could be a sorriest nigga in the world.
Right.
But if he just, he ain't got to open his mouth. All he got to do is step outside, scratch. He could have been just playing PlayStation all damn day while you were at work. Come outside scratching his ass. And what did he just do? He just thrown it off. 5 threats that you ain't even considering because you at work, goddamn serving your master, not even knowing the threats that's out there for your children. Not even fully considering the possibilities of what could be. What was you gonna say?
Oh shit, if I make sir.
Damn, so come. Like the mama, at the end of the day, when she know what's going on and the nigga come around, she seeing, she gonna be like, all right, baby, just make sure you bring back some paper for mama. You know what I mean? Bring back some money. You know what I mean? Don't be fool, girl. You better bring back some money.
Man, I done heard it plenty of times in the black community. Them old black women, them older black women. They say a wet pussy and a dry purse don't make no sense.
Wow.
You ain't heard that one in a long time, huh?
Wow.
When they send them girls out there in the world, they say, girl, how you come back broke? A wet pussy and a dry purse don't make no sense. Basically, hold that little thing in between your legs. Hold it.
Mm-hmm.
Hold it. It's going to make this money. It's going to do. And that's how these girls is treating that thing, like a whole box. Just like an ATM to cash in real quick. And it don't never be for nothing. It don't never be for a righteous man that'll stand with you, rain, sleet, snow, storm. It be for a little $200 here, a little $300 there, a little Gucci purse. You hoeing for nothing. If I could speak on it. You know what I'm saying? I hate to have went into this. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm going in on these hoes. Because it's shameful. You know what I'm saying? It's shameful. That's what it is. And don't nobody call it what it is. They don't want to be held accountable for nothing. They don't want to be held accountable for nothing, but you reject the righteous man and his leadership. Man, that brother that may not have all, man, but he got integrity. He got character.
Right.
He got morals.
Right.
The real truth is, bitch, is that you don't have the ability to see the great in anybody because you yourself are a low-life bitch.
Right.
That's the real truth, man. You yourself are worthless.
Mm-hmm.
So you couldn't see the greatness in nothing. Everything is darkness to you. Everything you touch is destroyed. Everything you imagine never comes to pass. Everything that you dream of is always a nightmare. Because your life is full of demons and destruction.
Right.
That's the real truth. And instead of crying out loud and getting on your knees and prostrating yourself and begging for forgiveness from the Most High to send you a righteous man, you hold your head up with all that weave and you goddamn act like you the hottest thing going. You and the mother kids. Good night. Think about if men, they listen, I'm saying I'm going in like this because I'm gonna tell you, man, y'all watch these podcasts, man. Watch these podcasts and get game. These women see black men, it's always black men. It's never the white man. The oppressor. They see black men as the enemy, y'all. The enemy. We can't do no good. There is no good in black. There's no good in us. There's no good in us at all. In their eyes. In their eyes, we the filthiest things going. And don't deserve to be on this planet. In their eyes. You understand? And they would rather see that we don't exist. They would rather see that we were extinct. That's why they go get the babies yanked out. That's why they go lay up in that doctor's office, legs spread to each wall. They hold the legs open. They help. They got a machine. They got a little system that hold it up. They help. Get it up out of there, Doc. Yank that thing some more. I don't think you got it all. Scrape it around in there. Get the remnant of it out of me. And then she leave feeling dirty, not because of the fact that she just committed murder. She leave feeling dirty because it was a nigga baby up in there. It was a nigga baby up in there. That's why she leave feeling dirty. Because it was a nappy head nigga in there. That'd have been a white baby up in there. That baby would come all the way to term. And be just as light-skinned as they want to be. Thriving in the earth. You understand what I'm saying?
Could like, you know, the black women now, you know what I'm saying? She want brothers to get forsaken. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's another thing they talking about. Niggas ain't finna do that. We ain't finna do nothing. They come with snipping on that rod.
Come on, man.
You ain't even bring that thing. No, they don't even want that. Because they can't stop getting the rod.
Right.
They can't stop laying on their back open and wide open for that random raw DICK. They love it. But they hate it at the same time. They be like, it's like a lust thing. It's like when it's done, when the deed is done, they be like, oh, dirty nigga, get that dirty nigga out of me. Wow. Come on, Doc. I'm counting on you, Doc. Get everything about that dirty nigga out of me. Go ahead, bring it out. Let's bring out some scriptures. I'm over here talking. I ain't had no topic for the day. This is, you know what I'm saying? I just jumped up here. It's a lot, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'm going to Deuteronomy 23 and 1. No, select. Yeah, 23 and 1. So.
Let's bring out all them goddamn abortion scriptures. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 1. He that is wounded in the stones, or have his privy member cut off, shall not enter into the congregation.
Oh, it's in us. It's in us by law. That was a good precept because, like, you couldn't even get into the congregation if you couldn't produce no babies. Right? That's what it's saying. You know what I'm saying? And so we protected that rod. Right. There was laws against if a broad was in a fight and something like that, and she tried to grab for that rod. They had to stop. They would have to stop and stone her, right? Ain't that the law? They would have to stop and whoop her ass. The two men fighting, they would have to stop and turn around and whoop her ass for trying to go for that rod. Good night, boy. Hey, Eve, something else, boy. An old dog hole. Dog holes, man. That's why I stopped calling Eve a bitch. It's an insult to the dogs. Yeah, I don't say bitch no more. It's an insult to the dogs. Dogs got more admiration and love for their masters than some of these goddamn feminists out here in these streets, man. Dog holes. I say it straight up. I don't give a damn how y'all feel about it. I know y'all over there, them UPK niggas, once again, proving to be street niggas, street prophets, want to be thugs, Power Rangers. You niggas ain't nothing but a gang. You ain't nothing but a gang. And we'll beat your ass like a gang too. We gonna all fight. It ain't gonna be just one of us. Damn right. It's gonna be you damn right it's a gang. It's a cult, bitch. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Follow our cult leader. You damn right it's a cult. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I got another one because
yeah, bring them out. Shit.
Yeah, like you know, the argument in society today behind the whole abortion thing is that the child growing inside a woman is not alive, right? Yeah. But even in Esau's kingdom, they'll tell you if you killed that woman, you know what I'm saying, while she's pregnant,
it's a double homicide. It's a double homicide,
right?
Yes.
And so the scriptures support that. Like, you know, well, that supports what the scriptures said.
Yeah.
Exodus chapter 21, verse 22.
Go ahead.
The book of Exodus chapter 21, verse 22. If men strive and hurt a woman with child, so that her fruit depart from her, and yet no mischief follow, he shall be surely punished, according as the woman's husband will lay upon him, and he shall pay as the determined.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, listen. And that's why I say they know it's murder. How can you deny that that's life living in you? If it wasn't life, why are you trying to kill it? You can't kill something that's dead. If it didn't mean nothing, you would just leave it be. If you don't believe it's alive, you would just leave it be. You want to kill it because you a murdering whore. You a whore that murders. And you're a serial killer, a lot of you bitches. A lot of you bitches is some straight serial killers. You got more bodies than Pookie and them on the block. You talking about O Block, bitch, they should name the abortion clinic O Block. 66 and 3rd, nigga. We should be rapping about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me get some more strong if I could. You know what I'm saying? We should be rap. That should be what we rapping about. Not O Block out of Chicago where the brothers be going in and we should be rapping about the abortion clinic, Planned Parenthood. Oh yeah, we got to go in on these nasty hoes because they get away with it. They just like the oppressor. Who else done got away with mass murder beside the oppressor? These feminists coming out of the abortion clinics. How can you be on the fence too? You better be either one. You can't be on the fence about this topic right here. This too deep. This too much involved with everything that's beautiful and glorious about life. What's more beautiful and glorious than watching them babies thrive and grow and be what they was meant to be coming out of that womb, man? And as a woman, what's more glorious than giving birth to the next generation that's gonna live and that's gonna build society, man, and it's gonna build a nation, and it's gonna make them and gonna make this gonna bring greatness to the earth. Right. Think about all the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians that was born and did great things in the earth. Did great things that we benefit to this day. Right. We benefit to this day. Right. Think about that. What if they was aborted? Right. We would still be back living in tents. Let them nasty whores, let them have their way. Let them have their way, we'll still be back square one, and they will be the ones suffering. They'll be the ones suffering. Let them whores have their way. Did you read that scripture? You got another, bring that up.
The book of Job, chapter 39, verse 16, verse 15. I'm just starting 16. She is hardened against her young ones, as though they were not heard.
Damn, it's just like I don't even have no affiliation with what's going on between these legs. So that means that you don't even care what's going in between your legs. If the aftermath of what you having sex was this baby, then you wouldn't even care about the initiation of the sex. It was just another thing, just another pleasure tool to get you off. That means that you are just a thing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even a human being. You a thing that feels pleasure. And you ain't got no affiliation to the life that comes after. Even if you had hate for a man and laid down with him and got pregnant, you would at least have some emotion behind it, right? Some feeling behind it. She said she what?
She is hardened against her young ones.
She hardened against them. She don't feel nothing on for. She don't even feel that emotion of anger. It's nothing to her to go up in there and like a silent killer just get it done. She don't even think twice. Funky bitch. Funky and nasty hoe. Just go up in there and get it done. Come on, Doc. You know what time it is, Doc. And I say that because a lot of them be having 3-4 abortions. You know what I'm here for. You know what I'm here for, Doc. We're going to have to take care of this one. Yeah, it was a crazy night.
Wow.
Yeah, that nigga had his way. He ain't pull out. That nigga ain't want to pull out. It was good, Doc. It was good. I'm gonna go ahead and lay back. Go ahead and take care of this thing right here, fuck it. Go ahead and get it up out of here, Doc. Go ahead.
It's lucky, sir. I remember not too long ago, a few years back, this rapper chick named Suki Yana or something like that. She went live inside the clinic and was talking. She was in the gown and everything, talking like blasting how she about to get this abortion and boasting about it. You know what I'm saying? The social media.
They hard against the young ones, man.
Yeah.
Kill him. So it ain't off with the spirit and how I'm talking in.
Right.
That's what they do. That's the only way you can go up in there on the fourth one. And let alone the first one.
Yeah.
The first one you might have a little timidness, because you don't know if you can get hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But after you know the procedure and you know how it go, and by the second one you in there participating in it, yeah, get his scrape on the walls. I felt something on the walls, Doc. I think he was trying to grasp on my walls to hold up in there. Go ahead and get them little hands up out of there, Doc. Get them little hands up out of there. Yeah, that little nigga was grasping for life. Get that little nigga up out of here, Doc.
That's like taking your first shot of alcohol.
Yeah.
You scared at first, like it's like, I don't know about this.
Yeah.
Take it like, you know what, that wasn't that bad. I could do it again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like any other murder. Once you get it out of your system, you a cold killer. Yeah, these bitches walking around here cold killers, huh? They looking at you like, oh, you think you finna lay down with me and trap me? I got something for your ass. Watch this, nigga. I'm Dr. Kevorkian, nigga. I'll pull the plug on this little nigga. And you know what I'm saying? And if I can get away with it, I'll kill your nigga ass too. She ain't brave enough to, fight man to man with a man. What she do is she call the police. You know what I'm saying? Get him up out of here. I killed this baby. She called him up like, yeah, 12. I killed this baby last week. Now go ahead and handle this nigga.
Wow.
Oh yeah, they murderers out there. Be real, man.
Yeah,
We dealing with some murderers, man. I'm telling you, and I say this to say, black man, you better get you a black woman, a black Hispanic Native Indian woman with a conscience. They out there. You might have to sift through the crowd a little bit, but they out there. Because the rest of these bitches ain't shit. Sloppy. Excuse my language. You know what I'm saying? And that's just straight up. You understand? Like, and I'll tell you like this. And this is how you know it's evil. When they done doing what they doing, they go right back to living. There's no change in the lifestyle. There's no better decision making. There's no, you know what I'm saying? It's right back to city girl, hot girl summer, city girls we up, thought life, twerking is life. It's right back to the same old program. There's no change in it. There's no change in it. And that's what the oppressor has wanted for our community so bad. And now he got it. He caused this division. He caused this separation, taking the father out of the household. Now the women are left to fend for themselves. Young boys are being raised by women. And now the girls are become like mass murderers, like homicidal murderers. And the men are too effeminate to stand up and do it. You got cats that's out there marching on the woman's side.
Yep.
She has the right to do what she do. Not knowing that it affects you, that means that you don't have a choice, fool. That means that she dictate the relationship, fool. Not you, fool. And you over there marching to give up your rights. No, he was raised by a woman. Either that or he a real smooth nigga. He just trying to get some ass because he knows some irresponsible hoes at the march. That could be a thing too. You know, go ahead.
You bringing it out heavy as hell. You dropping it strong, because 50, 60 years ago, Negroes is marching for rights.
Right.
Or so they thought.
Right.
And now it's come to pass, niggas is marching to give up their rights.
Give up their rights. Nigga, the black fist is broken, nigga.
Yeah.
It's broken, nigga.
It's got a rainbow in it.
That motherfucker got a bend in it, nigga. That motherfucker like that.
Damn.
The black fist is broken, nigga.
Oh man. Damn.
You know what I'm saying? What happened to the black fist? It got slapped down.
Damn.
That motherfucker like this now. Them niggas out there like this.
Oh my God.
Them niggas out there holding the mic like this, like,
damn.
We a little bit softer. You didn't even peep out he had the mic. He had the
Yes.
He ain't had a mic like this. He ain't had like, Ree. Did he have it like that? No, he ain't. He had it all low and under aggressive. We're a little bit,
Right.
we're a little bit soft in case you wanted to know.
You see the grip.
You know what I'm saying?
It ain't so lucky.
And I'm talking to you personally, big man. We're a little bit, I'm definitely soft. Soft. In case you was wondering. Back of that. Go ahead.
So, sir, it's not the black fist, the black wrist.
The black wrist, man. It got bent. It's out there on full out homo mode, man. Man, this is too much, man.
I got more, so you need.
Yeah, go ahead.
If I could, I'm gonna finish this one and then jump to the next one.
Yeah, bring them out, man. Shit.
Job 38 and 16.
Any questions online?
So I said questions. I'll check that.
Yeah, check and see if there's some questions online.
The book of Job, chapter 39, verse 16. She is hardened against her young ones, as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear, because God hath deprived her of wisdom.
That's all it is. You've been deprived of wisdom. Out there, just surprise. You can't do what you want to do in the earth. Everything has its consequences and rewards. There's nothing that's just always rainbows and skittles,
Right.
except for the LGBTQ. Yeah. And even with them, there's a streak of violence and murder.
Right.
You seen that man dress up like that woman and go kill all them people out there in Highland Park? He was doing it for the LGBT. That's the second one.
Yeah.
They dressing up like I'm gonna disguise myself as a we don't know what, he or she, and I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna murder. That demon is ever prevalent. You know what I'm saying? And we not even equipped. Not we as an ISUK, but as a society, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians aren't even equipped to deal with the enemy in that sense. They don't even know the angles in which the enemy is coming at them. They marching with this shit. They with this shit. Kill us some more. Kill us some more. That's all I hear when I see them march. Kill us some more. Kill us some more. Rule some more. Rule over some more. Rule over some more. Rule some more. Rule some more. You know what I'm saying? They said it in the scriptures. Give me that. We say, we rather, what, Barabbas is our king? What they say? We rather Barabbas is Caesar is our king or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
What's up with Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian? What is that spirit on us that's always been set? We hate to be of the chosen, man. We hate that responsibility of greatness, man. Is it too much of a burden? We We love to be like all these other nations, man. Why? What benefit is it? What benefit is it two men popping each other in the ass? It's a lot, excuse my language. What benefit is it? What science is behind that? What comes from that? I think about, I ran into a cat a few nights ago. He said, I hate vagina. He said, I hate it. I said, man, he was obviously homosexual. And I started thinking to myself, like, just a woman, right? Like, God made a woman for a man. Let me tell you something. The birds and the bees, as they call it. When you think about it, think about your first piece of meat. It made sense. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's things in life that you do. It just makes sense as to that's what you're supposed to do. Your first, I don't know if y'all got kids, but first time you have a child born, makes sense. First time you get a job, you earn some money. Oh, makes sense. First time you get a woman, makes sense. Y'all willing to do whatever to do what? To get that, to make them babies. You doing shit, don't even, you wondering why the hell you do, you know what I'm saying, personally myself, you know what I'm saying, not personally. You doing shit on the wall, nigga, on the countertops, nigga, in the bathroom, on the sink, on the chair, huh?
It wasn't me.
It was. You know back when, you know what I'm saying? How can I say it? In the car, everywhere. Man, what? It was right. It was right. You tagging that thing everywhere it go around the house, boy. On the roof. You done took that thing to the rooftop. It was right. But this confusion of man with man, them cats know that thing is so wrong. And they can't escape it. Like they opt for suicide. They opt for suicide because it's so, like, once they realize where they went with it, the demon is just so overwhelming, they don't know how to get back to any normalcy. I'm walking around full out this, that, and the third. How can I get back to a level of normalcy now after people have seen me like this, after I've been violated like this? And they know it comes from that trauma of being molested. They know where it's coming from. They know that it happened to them when they was young and they thought that they liked it and they pursued that lifestyle. And now you done went all out, and now you can't bounce back from that demon that crushed you. You can't. It crushed you, and every sense of morality and dignity and respect that you had is gone. How do you get it back? That's why it's so detrimental. That's why it's so evil to teach our children this, because once they lose it, how do they get it back? Except for the Most High. Maybe they gotta fight, because that's how evil that demon is. It wipes them out. It wipes out a nation. It wipes out a people. It's the worst plague. It's one of the worst plagues. That's what it talks about, even plagues. That's a plague, man. When that thing spread how it's spreading now, you can see it's a plague. It's just spreading just across the nation. LGBTQ pride. And it's just the nastiest thing you can imagine. Go ahead.
It's about to spread to your children, just like how it was spread to them as children. You know what I'm saying? Like they was molesting the children and came out all, with the broke wrist. Now they about to spread it to your children. They're gonna make it acceptable. They're gonna make it, so that you have to accept it. Just like
they already doing it.
Yeah, come.
They already doing it. I mean, we already seen it in cartoons.
Yeah.
Why the hell is the cartoons sexualized? Damn. You can't just watch a good cartoon? It's got to be some home. I gotta watch with my kids watching now. What you doing on that tablet, boy? Let me see that. 2 niggas kissing. Oh, delete.
They got a book, sir. It's like,
Go ahead.
they got a book. It's called It's Completely Normal. It's Completely Normal. It's for ages 10 and up. And in the book, they have a picture, not just, them talking about it or something, not some type of metaphor for it.
Yeah.
They have an actual picture of 2 men in bed on top of each other. Wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's for 10-year-olds.
And it's called It's Normal.
It's completely normal.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna be normal real soon in America. The white man getting plagued from the Most High, like some of you wouldn't be saying.
That's right.
It's like some of you wouldn't believe. It's finna be normal. It's normal. You gonna be talking to your kids? They're like, damn. Why white people get on the diseases and it's normal? The Lord at work.
That's right.
You're gonna see more killers and more murders and everything. It's normal. It's normal. The Lord is furious with this place out. I mean, they're doing that to the kids, man. It's normal. And I wish I would walk into the class. I wish I would walk into one of my children's class and they got a full out depiction of 2 men on some homo stuff. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, I hope that when the time comes that the Lord is with me. Because if I get this, I don't even need to see the 2 niggas.
It's just a cartoon, though. But, you know what I'm saying? It's got multiple different pictures, basically different relationships in life.
Is there 2 women?
2 women, then it's a man and a woman, and then it's a man and a woman, 2 women, and 2 men. In this children's book.
I mean,
like nipples and all.
I mean, that's just disgusting. You know what I'm saying? They got to go. They got to go out. These people got to go.
Yes, sir.
How can you deny that this is the devil on the earth?
Yes, sir.
I don't even want to go. I like personally, I couldn't even how I'm rocking on from here on out. And with anything, I can't even rock with you if you ain't at least at the point of, oh yeah, it's them folks. You ain't even gotta say who, but if you just say it's them folks, I'ma know. Yeah, you with the program. You ain't gotta be all the way militant. You know what I'm saying? I know you niggas out there on a less militant campaign. You know what I'm saying? You niggas out there on a softer approach.
Right.
It's understandable. Just as long as you got down on some, oh yeah, them folks, they the wicked ones. I can rock with you. But if you ain't on that, you got to stay far from me because that means that you all the way in the mix. I had a sister the other day trying to tell me, oh yeah, my children are multicultural. And so she was breaking down what she meant by multicultural. And she meant that they was well traveled and well taught in different cultures, and they are friends with whites and Vietnamese and different. It's always white first, the superior one, and different Asians, and they are multicultural. And I say, well, you know what I think about that multicultural thing? I say, why is it that them other races can be around us, be amongst us, get money off of us, establish power and wealth off us, and never really associate or mix their culture with us? Mm-hmm. But we have to be the ones to be so-called multicultural. We the ones have to be accepting of their culture
Right.
and accepting of their lifestyle. Except they don't ever accept us. They tolerate us. Go ahead.
If I may, sir, like by them accepting us, we are allowing ourselves to be under them. Like they're not accepting us being over them.
Right.
They're accepting us, accepting their culture
Yeah,
and
exactly.
what they think is right,
Right.
and what they like and what they do, and we say, yeah, that sounds right. I'm with that, but not what we think and what we, feel should be placed in the earth and done in the earth,
Right.
or what they think.
We don't even have a thought of that. We don't even have a thought of independence. All we have is a thought of accepting and changing and gearing our whole life towards what they introduced to us.
Right.
I mean, think about it. Think about how Chinese food has spread throughout the black community. Now the Asians are feeding us. You know what I'm saying? Like we are getting fed by Asians. God knows what.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We getting sat down, putting a little bib on, and we eating what they put in our mouth.
Wow.
Can you believe Asians are now selling us back ramen noodles? Them ramen noodles and the faux nails, restaurants, the faux noodles.
Right.
Nigga, them is ramen noodles, nigga. With a little extra jazz to it. Getting all the paper. They was like, them niggas love the ramen noodles. Listen, put some cilantro, some hard-boiled egg in that, but put some unseasoned chicken, 2 slices, don't do too much, and piss in it, and sell it to the niggas. Them niggas eat it. Go ahead.
Yeah, like what you're saying is right. That's the point. Like us accepting their culture and being multicultural is us giving them our money, us
Right.
following them and being under them and letting them, you know what I mean, like making them rich.
Right. Giving them our money and our spirit, man. And our strength.
Right.
Black man over there laying down, putting all types of rod up in them Asians and them white women.
Right.
And them white women be loving it. Like they don't they don't understand the struggle.
Right.
They ain't down with the brother. What you think you are? Man, you think? Yeah, them niggas over there thinking Becky down with the struggle.
She day one.
She day one. Becky ain't down. Becky can't be down with the struggle. She'll cry when you get shot down the streets because she thinking about how good that it be. She be like, oh no, it's hard finding a niner. It's a niner. That's the only way she can affiliate towards what she just witnessed. But a black woman, she just witnessed her father, her grandfather, her brother, her man, her cousins get murdered. She just witnessed 400 years of oppression and being thought of less than and treated like animals. She in the struggle. She ain't down with the struggle. She in the struggle. And I ain't getting off all these hoes either, but that's what I'm saying. I ain't retracting all these ain't shit bitches. I'm just saying. I'm talking about the one. Now I'm giving my props up to the ones. Shout out to you, sisters in the ISUPK.
Right.
This. I mean, damn, you almost gotta. You be looking at them sisters like, and they be with their husbands, and they love boasting about giving him children, being his peace, and knowing that the world hates and devalues us. They go against the world. Them some soldiers. And you know, I can't speak for all of them. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? They out there, they gonna come up in here, Lord willing. But you know, with that said, you ain't never gonna find even that within another nation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Now, what you're saying is right on point because, you know, I've had relationships with other nations and you go, like, something happens that, you know what I mean, like that happens to us all the time. And you try to like talk to them about it and, you know what I mean, like, and go through it with them. And they just had this look on their face like, what the hell are you talking about? Like,
Not this talk.
like, yeah, you know, like they just can't even.
They'll give you some phony generic answer. Yeah, you just gotta keep your head up and roll with the punches. And life is hard for everybody.
Right,
but
like,
hold on, I'm talking about black
right,
people.
I'm telling you, like they
You
just
missing
have
that part.
no clue. They cannot.
She's like, you
relate.
should just come to bed and
let me stroke.
yeah,
Right, it'll make you feel better.
yeah.
But like they have they just cannot relate and understand
They don't want to relate
at all.
They don't want to empathize. Go ahead.
It's so lucky if I could. Now, since my brother, put himself on Front Street, I'm gonna go ahead and say it too, cause I had a relationship with a heathen woman. You know what I'm saying? White girl.
Yeah.
And what set me straight, this is before I came to truth. What set me straight, when it was the day Mike Brown got killed.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Brown got killed, and they put it all on the national news. I remember we were sitting in my living room watching it go down. I'm standing up, I'm on my feet, cause I'm watching this shit.
Yeah.
She like back here, and she's like, oh, this is why black people gotta stop committing crimes. And I look back up there in the back end.
You should have did it for the coach.
Oh, I went back there and it let me know like that day.
She would have took that one like I deserved it.
Yeah, right. You know what?
I deserve that one.
That's it right there. What he's saying. So like,
She was like, "That's why black people got."
Right. Like,
Meanwhile, got a black rod in her mouth. Just
right. She like all up in her. She's all over you, but there's no understanding. There's no like other than that.
That's why that's why it's so crazy because, and I don't mean to cut you off, but think about this: like, as a black man, you're supposed to fight against the oppression that you're seeing. But these brothers that's with these white girls, you know how they fight? They at night they take it out on her, slap her upside the head with the rod. All that, you know, fighting. It's a lustful, deviant type of sex. It ain't a passion between two common individuals. It's I'm getting back at the oppressor by slapping upside the head and making a gag and choke it. And she over there like, I'm rebellious against my father. Nigga, give me that. It's a angry thing. It's a when you die down off of the high and the lust and the pleasure of it, you realize we don't belong together. You know what I'm saying? And I imagine once you hit that point, it's got to be a hard pill to swallow because now you got to realize you that nigga that we talking about. You that nigga that you sold out. You sold out, nigga. Nigga be like, I ain't sold out. I'm gonna do it. Black power. But you got a white one.
And you know what? If I could.
Yeah.
If I could, my best friend, man, brother, of course, this man, he used to tell me, oh yeah, you love her. I used to, you don't love her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to fight that shit. And I'm like, I used to fight it. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I really did it.
Right.
I really didn't love her.
Right.
But it was like, man, like, I'm with this woman. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it was too good. It was too accessible. It was like it only made sense to have this prize of a bunny. This is a bunny. Yeah, everybody loves her. You know what I'm saying? Why would you ever want to be with that nappy thing that people despise? That's too much pressure. It's too real. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. Confession is good for the soul. That's why brothers should not dive into that world, man. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of it, you're gonna find out that you were the slave the whole time. You were the weak one. You were the one, and because she gonna go and get another black rod and turn out another potential soldier from the fight. And while you were spending your time not in the fight, once she leave you, you're gonna realize I got duped. I did not pick up that sword when it was called. What I did was I laid up in the bed and tried to cower underneath this woman. You know what I'm saying? That's ultimately what you did. You got up under them covers and you try to act like it wasn't going on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just speaking in general to brothers out there that's involved in there, man. Listen, we don't believe in divorce. If you were a white woman, you know, Lord be with you. She can't come up in here, but you know, hopefully you find your way in these seats, and the Lord will sort all that out. You know what I'm saying? Moses had an Egyptian woman. You know what I'm saying? And them Egyptians are some tricksters. They'll get you. They'll get you if you ain't paying attention. We got more scriptures on it though?
You got something?
I have where we chose Barabbas over Christ. I don't know if you still want
That's what I wanted.
Okay.
The book of John, chapter 18, and verse 38. Pilate said unto him, What is truth? And when he said this, he went out again unto the Jews and said unto them, I find in him no fault at all.
Right. So this is when they hemmed up Christ, and the leaders of Israel at the time, the Sadducees and Pharisees, they brought Christ up in before the council, Barabbas and the Romans, and they like, look, man, this man been violating. Look, we need him up out of here. And Barabbas doing his due diligence, just doing his job. Ain't like he loved Christ. He said, no, Pontius Pilate, my bad, not Barabbas. Pontius Pilate was doing his job. He was examining the situation. He said, man, this man ain't did no wrong. Yeah, listen, this was before camera phones and all that. That's how you know it was the spirit. Keep reading.
Concept. Book of John, chapter 18, and verse 39. But ye have a custom that I should release unto you one at the Passover. Will ye therefore that I release unto you the King of the Jews?
Now this is that listen, man, that is heavy. Like this was what, around the Passover then. And so Pontius Pilate, knowing that, try to appease to them like, listen, I gotta let this man go. This is y'all custom. This is your boy. You want me to let him go? This is what they say. Go ahead.
Come. Then they cried. Then cried they all again, saying, Not this man, but Barabbas. Now Barabbas was a robber,
A thief, a drug dealer, a child abortioner, just somebody that's black people, man. Like we chose a man who was guilty of a crime.
Right.
over a man that did nothing wrong except try to get us to see the greatness in ourselves, man. Try to bring us back to the fold in which the Lord promised us power and rulership over the earth.
Meanwhile, if I could,
Go ahead.
meanwhile, they're going to their oppressor in all of this.
And he don't see no fault in the man.
He don't see no problem.
Oh.
That was it.
Like we hate. It's something spiritual about it. It's something about that chosen status that we just try to get far away from. And it's so indicative of everything you see now. If a black man got something of worth, he'll quickly find a way to sell it to the white man.
Yeah.
Like something that could change the scope of the nation. Think about it. BET
Yeah. Right.
was a way to communicate directly to the black family. Our issues, our politics, if they're going to go that route, our beliefs, our morals, entertainment, every avenue you could think of, it's through the power. That was media. BET is media. You know how powerful media is? It could have fought back against all the negative media of Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people. But they chose to sell it like some hoes. For what? Like, what did go ahead.
No, not because you also, I was going to say, you got to drop down 15 next chapter.
Go ahead.
But also, you know what I mean?
Whoever got it.
I read it. But also, you know what I'm saying? They did the same thing with World Star Hip Hop. World Star Hip Hop.
Oh, he sold that?
Brother.
He sold that?
He
Well,
sold
World
it.
Star Hip Hop was just a little bit on the ratchet side.
Yeah, it was.
Like, I didn't see nothing positive coming from the World Star Hip Hop.
But this is the book of John, chapter 19, verse 15. 14. And it was the preparation of the Passover in about the 6th hour. And he said unto the Jews, Behold your king. But they cried out, Away with him, crucify him. Pilate said unto them, Shall I crucify your king? The chief priests answered, We have no king but Caesar.
Yeah. Daddy, ye are of your father. That's how we were. We were sellouts, man. We love to prop up other nations over us, and I just cannot understand why. I don't understand. I don't comprehend it. I don't grasp it. You understand? It's a thing where it's like what you see now, the lack of accountability. It's like we don't want the burden of being the ones to be an example to the earth.
Right.
Like when you think about our oppressors, you talking about being like the oppressor. The oppressor does the complete opposite. He is the villain of the earth. That is his role. But yet he does not want to be revered as the villain. He wants to be us. He wants to be the example. What do they call it? The light on the shining hill or something like that. They want to be the example to all the other nations and the democracy and diplomacy. And this is how the sophisticated man is to be. And meanwhile, they are the vilest, murderous, lions, just filthiest, stealing, robbing, raping, all that and more. They don't want to be seen in that light. But us, we don't want to even be on the stage. We don't want to be, listen, we would rather be not even in consideration, I guess, like how we give up power. Like we give up our authority and our power like some I mean, we literally in the churches talking about the laws is done away with. Our direct source to the power. Even after Creflo was like, even him saying the tithes ain't in the law, that's a lie. Nigga, the tithes is in the law. It's just your interpretation of the New Testament is what's false. That's what he should have said. That's how you know it's BS. He should have said, I misinterpreted Paul's letters. It threw me for a loop. This is some shit that real priests and prophets should be handling. I ain't that guy. Call Isupk. Call every priest and prophet in the Isupk because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. If he was a real one. But we listen, and it's like we can't hold power, we can't have power unless it's up under another nation, because that's how God set it up. So it's like we rather disobey him and have that power, or a few of us have that power through selling out our own, through serving other nations. Because the responsibility of just doing what the Lord said is just somehow too much. Go ahead.
Concept. If I may, I got the scripture like saying that the Most High, that we are His chosen, like you was just bringing out.
Go ahead.
The Lord chose us, sir. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Most High thy power. The Most High thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Now, I've been in this truth for a minute, right? And when I'm out on the streets, I've seen that scripture brought out many a times. And I study the crowd's reaction when I see that scripture come out. And every time that scripture come out, the most common reaction I get is people like, that ain't true. That ain't, nigga, that ain't, God ain't say that. That ain't what that means. Ain't no way in hell one people could be better than another. Meanwhile, nations are ruling over us, and we act like we side to side with them, like we helping them. Like we not helping them. They act like we are in a position to give them help. Like the Asians ain't calling us to get out of the crisis they going through. India right now is going through some shit. They're not calling niggas up. They're not calling Farrakhan like, hey, my nigga, we need some fried chicken. Listen, and watermelon. We hungry. Are you serious? The white man is at war.
Right.
He not finna, in the least bit, get out and say, black people, listen, man, we done did y'all dirty. But we need y'all on this one.
Right.
He gonna do a little half-ass commercial with a nigga up there with a bald face and halfway homosexual. You could be the best you can be.
Right.
If you come join in this fight. And them niggas gonna be like, they gonna see that commercial and they gonna be like, go fight. He ain't gonna even directly speak to us, knowing he need us for this war he finna get into. Oh, he need black, Hispanic, and independent people. But he ain't finna let us know. He ain't finna be like, listen, we finna get y'all mama on them. We finna get mama on them $250,000 each when y'all sign up. Listen, you niggas want that charge? Listen, Dodge, give every nigga, if I don't give a damn if the nigga, if he look black, give him a Dodge Charger to Scat Pack. What else? KFC. Free chicken from 3 to 7 o'clock in the black community. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. He need us like that. He about to be in a war like something he ain't never gonna he don't even know about. And he need us like that. You think he gonna give us that satisfaction? We'll die alone. The SEAL team. We'll send in the SEAL team 6. There was no niggers. You know what I'm saying? It's that. And we out here vying for all other nations like, we're willing to be part of this. They're not giving a fuck. So go ahead.
I was watching this documentary about the Ukraine war, right? And they was talking about how, because Ukraine put out like a message saying, any, troops that want to come and join, because, America not really directly stepping in.
Yeah.
But it was just like, any troops that want to come over and help, come over. You know what I'm saying? You had a few Hispanic brothers that Jakes that went over there and wanted to fight or whatever. But when they got to them, like when they introduced them into the whole documentary, it was just like they gave a name and they gave like the lifestyle or whatever what they was doing before they came over. They don't give knowledge to who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the brother, he's Mexican. But they do it to the white people. Yeah, she has Polish ancestry, and she came from all the way over from the Dutch Isles, and now she's here fighting. He's here fighting. They don't do it for the brother. You know what I'm saying? They don't give no acknowledgement.
The introduction for him was he heard it was some fried chicken. Jamal comes to the front. We gave that nigga a couple $1,000. He came out here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Jamal, did you want to say something? Well, his lips are greasy right now. Listen, they play us cheap, and we let them play us cheap. When I see that movie about the red tails, that shit just makes me sick, God. We can fly planes too, boys. Bunch of niggas flying into a war in a war zone to try to fight for the white man and drop bombs and all that shit. And we can fly too, boss. That shit is embarrassing. What the hell, nigga? It should be no red tails, nigga. It should be the hood tails. Them niggas was in the hood chilling the whole time. Them niggas was eating our food stamps.
Yeah, right.
Them niggas was having more sex.
Right.
We got back from the war, them niggas had multiplied enough. They took over the country. I got back, it was a nigga sitting in office. Nigga, this is red tails, this should be the hood tails, nigga. It was a nigga in the office. They built the basketball court on the White House.
Got a new monument up
there. Yeah. Martin Luther King got a blunt in his mouth. You know what I'm saying?
They changed the national anthem.
Yeah, they changed the national anthem.
To the Boys in the Hood theme song.
Listen, man.
JC.
Like all the wars, we should have been back at home, chilling. Making them come look for us. Like, hey, listen, we know we did y'all wrong, but listen. Can you get Tyrone to come out here? Tyrone come out there with 2 holes on his arm. Hey, look, man. Hey, look, Jack. You know how they used to talk about that. Hey, look, Jack. I ain't gonna even fool with you, Jive Turkey. Things going pretty smooth over here in the hood, Jack. We gonna have to deny that, Jack. Y'all go ahead and fight, though. I'll catch you on the slip slide, Jack. Be easy. Smooth, brother. Soul, brother. Soul, brother. You know what I'm saying? And close the door.
Yeah.
That's what the hell we were supposed to be doing.
Right.
Niggas went over there like, yes, sir, sir, sir. and got treated like spit the whole time. Now I heard that the Vietnamese was giving up, like in the Vietnam War. They would not fight when the niggas was out there. They said them niggas fought different. That's what I heard. But that's to let you know they be needing us. And it's just such a shame that we constantly give our spirit to these folks that never show us no love, man. Even if we did go fight. How I should have been was when you get back, that white man just start cutting checks. Like, man, listen, y'all proved y'all word nothing. You said you want what? Okay, yeah, I got you. Check it. Basketballs, okay. Cadillac. No, there ain't no sweat. It's a private sector. That's how America works, capitalism. Get Cadillac on the phone. I think we got some constituents, some lobbyists. We can get them. We can definitely make that happen. And we should have been getting whatever we wanted. And just been able to be like, all right, man, you know what I'm saying? And you know how black people would have did if they did right to us, would have been like, you know what, man? Forget about that slavery, man. It was all right. We
love them.
Would have been like, you know what? And then every time they had some beef, we'd be on the front line like, all right, what's up? What's going on? If they just did us right, though, but they won't even give us that.
Right.
You gotta be a slave in it no matter what.
Right.
If they did us right, I could see niggas just being like, you know what, man, listen, man. Sarah came over here to the neighborhood once again. We told her, look, man, we can't keep doing this with you, Rebecca. You got to go back to the burbs. You can't keep doing this. You know what I'm saying? So here's your daughter back. You know what I'm saying? We'll do it right. We'll do it right. Yeah, she came over here. You know, she was grabbing at random rods in the street. She was chanting, black hot, black hot. And you know, we listen, here's your daughter back. We were doing right. We were doing right. We were doing something right. If they just had just an ounce of respect. Ounce of respect. But they don't. I mean, not in no scenario. Not even in wartime when your life on the line and the insurity of your livelihood is at stake. That's when they say a perpetual hatred on it. They got a perpetual hatred. It's never ending. Go ahead.
If I could, like they like even Esau's enemies, when he fights them, you know what I'm saying? They got like a respectful, like you were saying earlier about how they admonish good brave warriors.
Right.
I be watching I be watching animes and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
'Cause it's full of that, you know, warrior shit, you know what I'm saying? It's hype. And like they show you not only in the anime, but like in all they gonna show, they show you how like even their enemies, when they lose to them or win against them, they say that was a brave warrior. You know what I'm saying? They admonish that war, like they do the Gadites.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They admonish the Gadites because they fight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In some cases.
Yeah, no, that's very true, man. Like, yeah, and because they got to give it up sometimes, and they acknowledge Judites. They be like, man, they could really fly. They could really play ball. And really, they love them some niggas that'll get in there in that arena and entertain them. Michael Jordan. Oh, they love just. Have you seen him? Have you seen videos of him just in his retirement phase? It's something to watch. Like every now and then they'll get clips of him just doing regular daily shit as he's retired. And he was golfing he was fishing. And he was on the boat with some white guys, I guess it's his buddies. And, you know, understandable, right? He's in that life. And as he getting off the boat, other white guys just coming to him, hugging him. Why? Because they witnessed the Chicago Bull era. They grew up and was just they was in suspense at every moment in the playoffs. 6 years in a row. Jordan, what's he gonna do next? And the ultimate disappointment in Utah, all that. And it was just, he was that guy. And they had that, they acknowledge that, but that's on a level for the individual. When we talk about us as a people, like what gave birth to that, they hate that in their soul. They hate that in their soul because it's like, here it is, we beaten you.
Mm-hmm.
We stomped you out.
Mm-hmm.
And you keep getting up.
Mm-hmm.
You keep rising. You keep producing greatness. And we love it, but we hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Because we know that we're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
We know we're guilty. And we know the Lord gonna deal with us. But we can't stop keeping you down. We got to keep you down because we know that you better than us. But we can't never let you know it. We can't never let you know it. And that's what this thing all about. That's why I bring up that war situation, like on a real, if we was in any other country and we were slaves under them, or any other kingdom, we were slaves under them, and we fought the way we fought and helped them win and establish some supremacy, it'd be a totally different scenario. You know what I'm saying? But here, they like, nah, we can't never let them have it. And we'll just like I said, a little bit, we'll be so content with it.
Right.
Just a little bit. Like we would be so content. We can't let them have it. It's that perpetual hatred now. The Lord has established this. The Lord has written this. The Lord has made this so. 2 nations are in thy womb. 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the elder shall serve the younger. They can't escape that prophecy,
Right.
much as they scrap and try. Go ahead. Who had a
I
question?
got a precept, sir, for perpetual hatred.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
Look up perpetual. Give me the definition of perpetual. We're going to break it down. Let's break it all the way down. Let's see what perpetual means. And then let's get hatred. Let's look up hatred. You understand? This is the Lord talking to Esau saying, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. Go ahead. Anybody got that?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The book dictionary, Merriam-Webster's dictionary. Perpetual, continuing forever, everlasting.
Continuing forever, everlasting. Isn't it sad that black people, we marching for what exactly? We marching for their love, which is the opposite of what? Hate. But we don't know that their hate is perpetual, for everlasting.
Right.
Can you read the definition?
Valid for all time.
Valid for all time. Perpetual, like it's guaranteed.
Right.
Valid, if it's valid
Right.
for all time,
Right.
it's guaranteed. That's it.
Holding something such as an office for life or for an unlimited time.
Holding that prophecy that we would rule them forever.
Mhm.
Now continue reading that scripture
Come on, sir. Ezekiel 35:5.
and look up hatred.
Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
Not only have they had the hatred, right? Which, like, if they hated us, okay,
Right.
they hate us. If you wanted to hate us in this society, all right, show hate, right? But it ain't just because of the hate, but because they have shed our blood. Like, they hate for us has caused them to sin against God.
Right.
They hate for us has caused them to be monstrous towards us.
Mhm.
You understand? Like something you wouldn't believe. And we are being what? Policed by these people,
Right.
governed by these people.
Right.
We are in the mouth of the lion
Come.
because here we are trying to be part of this society, but this society hates us with an everlasting hatred and ain't afraid to shed our blood.
Right.
We are in danger.
Right.
Go ahead.
Come, sir. And has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword.
By that modern day weapon that they got. The gun.
Right.
Go ahead.
Come. By the force of the sword and the time of their calamity and the time that their iniquity had an end.
Right, like, okay, we've been punished. All children have been punished by a good father at one point in time.
Right.
And then punishment comes to an end.
Right.
Okay, black people, y'all done went through it. Y'all done learned. This is talking about slavery. Like, you done whooped us.
Right.
You done got free labor out of us.
Right.
And we done learned from the Most High. We done learned our lesson. And now it's coming to an end.
Right.
It's over.
Right.
The time is over. You done built your country.
Right.
You done established your armies. You done established your wealth. You done established your power and dominance over the entire earth.
Right.
But in the time when we was coming out of, when the Lord was bringing us up out of this thing, you still kept your foot on our neck.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Come. Verse 6. Therefore, as I live, said the Most High
The
Power.
Lord is making a promise. As I live, how long is the Lord going to live? Perpetually.
Come.
He said, as I live, he's making him a promise. Go ahead.
Come. Therefore, as I live, said the Most High Power, I will prepare thee unto blood,
Oh, Lord.
and blood shall pursue thee.
Come on, man.
Said thou hast not hated blood.
Since you ain't hate blood, I'm going to prepare you unto blood and death and murder is going to pursue you.
Come.
That's why they can't get out of these school shootings.
Come.
They can't get out of these mass shootings.
Right.
There is no solution.
Right. Come.
There is no solution.
Yes, sir.
He's being prepared unto blood.
Yes, sir.
And what is he going to do? What are you going to do? It's too late.
Right.
He got a perpetual hatred
Right.
for the children. The only solution is to stop having a perpetual hatred,
Right.
which is all we saying. Out on the street corners, just leave us alone. Just
Right.
leave us goddamn. Like, nigga, you got it, bro. Like, you got it. Bro, listen, we out here crying out loud. We like, listen, we are even able to say this because of your freedom of speech. We ain't saying, listen, and if we didn't have freedom of speech, we would still say the shit.
Right.
But what I'm saying is they goddamn, listen, we up here talking on your street corners, and we just simply saying what y'all doing to us and how black people should love black people and come back to the cause, and you still just like not having. You still just, I gotta kill him.
That's so crazy, sir.
And so you perpetually hate us, and because of that, now you done got the attention of the Most High. The Lord, He got a thirst for you. He said, "Blood shall pursue thee till what?"
Come. Wow, sir. And blood shall pursue thee. Said, it's like it said, thou hast not hated blood. Even blood shall pursue thee.
Right. So He let them know, I'm on your ass. Yeah, I'm on your ass because you are who you are. I'm on your ass. And so what can they do about it? Nothing. What can they do about it? Ain't nothing they can do. You understand? Like, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Anything you know that?
That's it, sir.
Yes, sir.
I got the word hate.
That's what I wanted.
In the online etymology dictionary, Old English, Haitian, regard with extreme ill will, have a passionate aversion to.
Hate or Haitian?
It's the word hate. The Old English was Haitian.
Well, damn. Which is what they named the people.
Read
Read it.
Hate, verb, Old English, Haitian, regard with extreme ill will, have a passionate aversion to, treat as an enemy, from Proto-Germanic haton, source also of Old Saxon haton.
That's all you need to hear.
Yeah.
Treat as an enemy.
Yeah.
And they doing that perpetually. Like,
Right.
They'll never stop. And that's what Haitian means. Ain't it?
Yeah. And guess what, sir?
Go ahead.
They treat as an enemy those Haitians.
No, for damn sure.
When they came over trying to cross the border just to get some
Water
water.
down whips and chains. They had no shame. Thought slavery was over. Get back there, boy.
Right.
They was on them horses, like, you know what I'm saying?
Great again, boy.
Like they was herding them cattle.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm. Hey, man, that's our time, man. We're going to bring this thing to a wrap. I'm pass the class over to precinct officer in the shop. What's happening, crazy?
We'll give a courtesy salute to the teacher, Mr. Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shabbat, Yahweh. We're going to give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Sisters may stand. Mr. Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Shema Bashim Yahweh Shah. Hands down. We are the Isupk, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. We're not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group. Okay, rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to learn and shed themselves of the truth of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. And with that, shalom.